If you know nothing about chocolate, then this episode is for you because I'm going to make a chocolate dragon egg. Stay tuned because a chocolate tempering episode is coming. Before I can teach you about tempering chocolate, I'm going to have to really quickly go over the types of chocolate. There is something called chocolate coating, and then there's chocolate couverture. Chocolate coating is much easier to work with, so if you have never worked with chocolate before, I definitely recommend trying this out first before moving on to chocolate couverture. And with coating, it usually comes in these little discs, and a lot of the time those discs are called candy melts. So if you want to do some of these things that we're making in this episode or in future episodes, you just don't know how to temper chocolate and you don't want to go for it, this is a really good thing to start with. The cons are it doesn't taste quite as well and it's not real chocolate. And usually you can tell that by reading what's on the ingredients list. If it has vegetable oil or palm oil or any additives like that and no cocoa butter or a very, very small amount of cocoa butter, then it's the coating rather than couverture. Now, chocolate couverture is much better. It tastes way better and it's real chocolate. Even white chocolate couverture is real chocolate in comparison to a dark chocolate coating. With chocolate coating, all you have to do is warm it up. You can either do that in a bain-marie or in a microwave and then stir. I'm not going to show you how to do that because it's really simple as long as you don't overheat it. So you can pop it in the microwave, you can stir and pop it in the microwave again, keep stirring until it's melted, and then you can use it. Today, what I'm going to show you is how to temper chocolate. And there are 3 or 4 different ways of doing this, but I'm going to show you the seeding method because that's my favorite. So the first step is to melt your chocolate to about 40 degrees Celsius. And you can do that either over bain-marie, but I'm just going to do it in the microwave. I've put this in the microwave for 60 seconds for the first time around, and now I'm going to stir it. It's not fully melted yet, but because microwaves heat unevenly, I want to make sure that I stir it every 20 seconds after this, just until it's melted. So I put this in the microwave 2 more times for 20 seconds, and it's almost there, but it's still got quite a few chunks. So I'm going to put it in 1 more time for another 20 seconds. And once your chocolate is melted, we're going to start seeding it. And all that means is I'm going to take some chocolate chips and add it to our melted chocolate. You don't want to add too much because that will cool it down too much and make it too chunky. You just want to add just enough so that it can tell the melted chocolate what state you want the molecules to be in. Otherwise, it won't set properly. It won't have a really nice snap when you break it, and it'll melt as soon as you touch it. I have a laser thermometer, but you can use a candy thermometer, and what we're looking for is 32 degrees. So to test my chocolate, I'm going to take the back of a spoon and coat it with a bit of chocolate, and then just set that aside to see how quickly it sets. And it should set within 4 minutes or so and have a really nice shine. If not, then you'll have to re-temper it. So now that my chocolate is in temper, there are thousands of different things that I can do, and I'll show you more things in future episodes, but for right now, I'm going to show you how to fill a hollow mold. Doesn't matter what the mold is, if you want it to be hollow, this is the steps. But I have this large egg here, and I am going to fill it just by simply putting chocolate into the mold and then swirling it around so it covers the whole mold. Once you've covered the whole surface, you can pour it out And then I'm going to take this and put it upside down on a piece of wax paper or parchment paper and just let that set for about 6 minutes, and then I'll peel it off and then stick it in the fridge so it can set. I'm gonna make a base for mine because I want it to be more like a centerpiece rather than something that might roll around. So I'm going to pour out the rest of my chocolate and spread it out, and then once I can touch it and it's not tacky anymore or wet, I'm gonna use an upside down plate just to cut out a round base. Now to make the scales, you can use more chocolate or you can use fondant, but today I'm going to use Tootsie Roll. And that's how you make a chocolate dragon egg. Let's cut it open and see what kind of dragon's inside.
All men must die. I rescued this chocolate egg to find its rightful owner. All you have to do to win it is like, subscribe, and comment. Let us know. Who is your favorite Game of Thrones character? We're going to be at Toronto Comic Con March 16th to the 18th. This chocolate egg will be on display. Don't forget to enter for a chance to win. Those who play the Game of Thrones get chocolate.